Today I'm going to be explaining a truly incredible game between myself and my opponent. In this game, he Greek gifted me his bishop, however it didn't work and my king ended up in the middle of the board, yet somehow it was safe, but still it was starting to be attacked over time. Now, without further ado, let's start the game. The game starts with the move d4, knight to f6, and the move bishop to f4. It looks like they're going to play a London, but they never play the move knight to f3, which is quite normal in the London. And we get this sort of system instead. I take this pawn, and I offer the trade of bishops, but he doesn't want to trade because this is London sort of bishop. I castle. After the move knight to f3, I move my knight to h5 in order to try to trade my knight for the bishop after he castles. If I do it now, this would not be as good because he could try to open up his rook, and then his rook and bishop would start to look, and there could be a potential attack. So instead, I just attack it, and he doesn't want to trade because he wants to castle, and I block his bishop attack on my queen with my bishop. Now he tries to Greek gift me with bishop takes f7. However, this looks like it could work because after takes, this and this, he was looking for something like this where he has some sort of attack here, but instead of having to go back, you can just come forward with your king in order to protect your knight. The best move here would have been to move up here, but instead I moved here, protecting and attacking. Now he develops his knight to a better square because he needs to protect this, otherwise this is going to be attacked by too many pieces. Now I play the move e5 in order to pin this knight eventually, or block against if the queen ever comes here to check me, the bishop can block. So after he takes my pawn, I decide to move my knight to f4, basically attacking this g2 pawn, and this forces him to castle, and then I decide to pin him. Now he plays the move g3, which is a terrible blunder because after takes, there's this nice fork, and I win one of his pieces. So he gives me this check, and now I have an option. I can either retreat my king, or I can run into the battle, and I choose to use my king to protect my bishop, and this is somehow winning for me because my king is safe behind my pieces. There's sort of a wall around him, which looks very odd, but it works. My opponent plays the move f3. I then go bishop check to potentially take the rook, but after this I realize that I don't want to give my opponent any chances with some sort of attack like this. So instead I just take this pawn with the idea after, if he went here, I was going to probably block with the bishop or block with the knight. I'd be okay giving up potentially a piece because I'm up 2 pieces. So he gives this check instead, in which case I have to sacrifice a piece for the safety of my king. And now I can be greedy and take this knight, and that's exactly what I do, and it is the fate that I lose this game now because this is being far too greedy, and after queen to e1 check, I have to take this pawn, and now after this check, I move my king back. The best move here would have been to sacrifice the knight, so I can try to run my king away and give up both the pieces. I'm up a pawn, and I need to try to draw this game, but instead I just accepted that I was going to lose. I moved my king back, rook to f4 check. I have to block with the bishop, and this is checkmate. Thanks for watching the video. Please give me any new video ideas in the comments, and please subscribe. Thanks.